What's up everybody, I'm Nefarious Haze and welcome back to Builders of Greece. Now, I have done the same as I have done the same as I did last time, if I can English, which apparently I cannot today. I have left it running for a bit just to build up some money so we can get the second part of this living district, housing district, whatever you want to call it, built. So, I think the plan of action, we'll unpause the game now. We are going to spend this 10,000 drachmas we've got. We're going to remove the road that we can, and then we're going to align the buildings on the left to the right and work that way. Because I think that's probably going to be the best option for us. So, let's get rid of that path there. Now, let's start lining these up. So, one there. Two. And I'm thinking if we've got any money left over, we'll give them a bit of decoration, just be nice to them. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll give them some decorations. So, let's get rid of this road here. Get rid of this road there. Road there. Tidy it all up. Okay, so we're going to need another road. Well, we're not going to need another road. We're going to need double road here. Which is hopefully duckly. There we go. We need single road all the way up into a double road here. Single roads across. Tidy it up. Should have really researched what Greek cities looked like. So that way I had a rough idea on how to lay it out. I've put you too close together. I do apologise. You gotta have a little bit of room to walk around. There we go. We'll have to destroy this bit of path here. There we are. You. Move. Yeah. Thank you. Alright, now the fun bit. We have got to try, and try we might, hook up the road. Properly, that is. Let's do this. We'll tidy this road up to here. Need to figure out where the warehouse is going. All these guys are going to have to move. That is in about the right spot. Market, however, isn't. So let's move. Nope, not demolition mode. I want to move the healers. See what? Let's chuck it all up here out of the way. The water's going to have to be demolished. That I get. Now, I need moving. There we go. You're going to have to go up there out of the way. Get rid of these roads. If I can click the right button. Come on, Haze. You know how to game. Well, kind of know how to game. Alright, so that covers the edge of that, which means that needs to go to the edge of that. About there, isn't it? I think. It's about right. Right, so now we'll wrap a road around it. We'll demo this road alongside it. This place needs to go. Oops, come on, stay in line. Yeah, there. I know there's a warehouse situation around here somewhere. However, we will build a new one. We need a double road coming this way. Like so. We need a double road coming that way. Which means we need to demolish all this here. And now these guys can just move. They can move down here. Why not? Just until I've got this area situated properly. How? What? Alright, we don't ask questions. Everything happens for a reason. I don't know how I ended up moving that one. I just did, apparently. We need to demo that. Now we need to bring this road all the way down. Perfect. Now, looking here, we have a house there and a house there. I know you guys are going to get sick. I do apologise. We need a service building because they need water there. They need a healer's house, which I have over here. There's one I prepared earlier. That should be about right. And it just starts getting so janky over here. Damn. You're going to move here. You're going to move here. However, looking at that, I've not moved it far enough over. Right, pause. I have not moved that far enough over. Which is kind of bollocks, but it is what it is. It just means we're going to have to re-strategize. I think the best way to do that is to maybe do that. However, I do need to flip that round. There. Should have been, I think that's in line with this one. Possibly not. Really? Right, so for it to have the same layout, it needs to face the other way. How does that work? I'm gonna have to... I mean, don't get me wrong, everything's still gonna be covered, it's just not gonna look right. Oh well. It's got its double road, that's the main thing. Because we're paused, we're not using any resources. So I can't complain. And doing it this way, we have actually got a lot more area to play with. Do that. It is one smaller than it should be. That's awkward. It is, it's going to be one smaller than it should be. So how can we get that to match up to there? Could just do that. That is probably going to be the best way it matches up. Get rid of the double road there. Still do the double road around the rest of it. I do apologise we're not making any progress. However, if we look at the bigger picture, you'll see what I am attempting to do. Kind of. Needs to come across there. Yeah, it needs to come across there. Why do I second guess myself like that? I don't know. I don't care to know, because it is what it is. Alright, so... We're going to have the double road here. At least it'll be closer to storage. However, it now defeats the purpose of that connecting to that. So that we're going to cover it. Shit. Okay, I think we need a new layout or a new strategy. I mean, I could just always double them up. Have two on either side. But then... I mean, that marketplace covers them. That is awkward. Means I could push it out this way. And then all this here I could put here. Like that's centralised there facing this way. I'm not entirely sure. Don't want to get too close to the bandit camp. I mean, then again, not that close, so that should be fine. Means I can have the markets facing the same way. However, I am now affected by that bandit camp. How are you guys looking? Can I heal you? Can I resupply you? I have no idea. Or do I risk it? We'll risk it. You guys can head that way while I work these roads out. So let's click on that so we've got the outline. Road in. Road to you. As far as there for now. Single road around this place. And then double road there. Okay, that's that. Now, move you to where you need to be. Just means I'm going to have to swap the storage and that around for it to work properly. Which isn't too bad. Move you there. No, 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 no. I have to get rid of that house there. Which doesn't make sense, because if we can fit that there next to them two. Fit that there, why can't I fit it there? Right, let's fight these guys. Hopefully we can manage this. And then while we're fighting these, we will have a think about how we are going to lay that out. Because it is going to bother me if not. Archer. Take you, and you. Should be a way to speed this fighting sequence up. These horses now, though, are going to be a pain. Yep, because the archer's in range. Ooh, this could end badly. That's a bit of damage. Let's hope this works out in our favour. I don't mind losing the men at the front, because the archers will be able to cover their own backs. However, I've not seen that unit before. That's an actual archer, they're slingers.
Battle!
You two take you. You guys are going to advance that way. And we're going to have to hunt this guy down before he kills us. Yeah, he's just going to keep retreating. Try and block him in the best we can. Yep.
Battle!
Do that. That. Bring you there. You should be in range. Don't need the rest of them. He's probably going to move there. Nope. He's given up. That's fine by me. Alright, that's them sorted. You guys are not looking healthy, so we're going to move you back over here. And then we're going to figure this out. There should be same amount of room there as there. Kind of, I think. Let's pause, because they're going to start getting unhappy. Don't get why that's... I know it's not even. I do know it's not even. However, we do need to have the warehouse on this side. I'm not sure what to do.
Understood.
No, you guys, I wanted you back down here. Alright, what we reckoning? Because I, honestly, at this point, have no idea what I'm going to do. I'll figure it out. I always do. It's just going to take me a while. It's going to take a while for my cogs in my brain to get working properly. Alright, the market covers that. That makes sense. That is actually one too low, so that needs to move to there. I mean, technically what we could do, hear me out, take that road out. It is gonna look a bit janky, but it'll work. And that is all I need. I need it to work. Is that other warehouse? 'Cause I did build another warehouse, didn't I? I can't remember. This, as I said, is going to have to go on this side. For it to do it, it's going to have to go there, which means that road needs to go. So we'll take that road out. We will grab the right thing, obviously. That needs to go there. Then they're all covered. We will move these houses into place. I'm going to waste so much money figuring this shit out, but in the end it will be worth it. So if we can get a system that works, we'll be sorted. And we've technically got enough room to mimic it on this side, which then frees this bit up. I'm moving the houses from the wrong area. Shit. Okay. Put these back where they should go. Let's now have a road behind here again. There we go. Speaking of roads, let's get that one in place ready. We'll grab you to go here. Now the rest of you guys need to go this side. Little by little, we're making progress, which I'm happy with. That's that. Now we can demolish all this bit, like so. Get the road in. Why did you not place? You should. Come on, behave yourself, place. There we go. Right, now we need to work on the water side of it. And the healer side of it. Need to sort this area out a bit as well. So technically we can move that to there. Which allows us to... I don't know. Demolish that road. Demolish that road. Not that road. Went too far. And I clicked the wrong button. Of course you did, Haze. Of course you did. First things first, I need to finish this road on this side. It's probably not lining up because I've done the road there. If I did the road on the outside, I would have more room. I am sorry about this, everyone. I know it's probably kind of annoying watching me struggle through my layout. However, it is part and parcel of it. And I'm trying to pride myself on raw, unedited footage for games like this. So, yeah. If I did shove everything out one more block, would that work? Or do we just try and muddle along and get this to work? I mean, we are paused, which means not really having an effect. If I did push it one more block out, though, these guys wouldn't be covered. I mean, unfortunately, the guys this side aren't going to be covered. So, I don't know. I don't know what's for the best. I tell you what, we'll carry on with the build as is, and then in another save, I will have a play. I will see what the best layout for everything's going to be, and then do it off camera and try and get it to sit properly. But for now, we'll plod along with what we're doing. And then we'll carry on. As I am making a mess of this. I'm getting further and further over this way. I mean, to be fair, out of curiosity, if I put... I know it kind of defeats the object. But if I put a water thing in each corner, it'll allow me to put one this side, kind of, like middle for diddle. Allow me to put one that side which covers the whole section. And then we'll just have water at like the end points here. Yeah, let's try that. We'll... Sorry about that. We will experiment on this side, I think. So, if I pick you up, put middle for diddle it there. Let's try that. Let's take this chunk of road out here. Let's make that part of that. So I can bring the road around. Like that. So who says it has to be perfectly square and organised? Well, I do, because, yeah, my OCD kicks in if I can't get things symmetrical. Which is kind of a downside for a game like this, because you're never going to get it perfectly symmetrical. Alright, if I do that, that covers that line of houses there. If I grab another one of them, what they're called, forget what they're called. Lesh? For now. Lesh. Click the right place. Come on, there we go. That chunk of road, place that, and I need to demolish it to place it because it's not building because it's paused. Line it up with that. Is it? Yeah, it's on that line there. So that needs to go there. And then double the road round. This will do. Oh, kind of messed that road up a bit though. Two more there. Two more there. Right, that should be about even. Covers to there. That. Slightly off centre. I think. Or it's just because of the layout of the building. I mean, that does work. And then, if we grab water, do the same again. If we have the water on that side, and water on that side, that covers all them. That covers. Yeah, so that water's in the wrong place. It's okay. I'm learning. I am learning. Water needs to go that way. So that covers that section. That covers that section. It will cover this section as well, which is a bonus. And then service building, the healer's house. Have one there and one there. That covers all them. Which then opens all this bit up here for housing. Which works out quite nice. Then, by rights, if I have laid this out correctly, I should be able to grab a warehouse and plonk that there. Once I take this bit of road out, obviously. There we go. Nope, I don't want that. I want the warehouse. And that'll cover that. Because then this warehouse over here will link. Click it. That links with that warehouse. That warehouse covers all that. Perfect. Alright, we now have a layout that's going to work. And then these little bits here I can just fill with decoration, I think. Maybe a couple of statues, some weird pillars, large flower beds, some trees. Yeah, that'll do. But on that note, everyone, thank you very much for joining me in this episode. However, I am going to call it quits. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, as it does help me out in the long run, and I do enjoy a bit of backseat gaming. If you can see what I'm doing wrong, please point it out. And yes, I will see you all in the next episode.